You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark because she's got a new job. Caitlin Clark has landed herself a new, very high-profile position, and I've been wondering when this was going to happen. I knew at some point, somewhere, with some miscellaneous media outlet, Caitlin Clark would get a gig, and now we know where that gig's going to be, when that gig's going to be, and who that gig's going to be for. Before we get to that, make sure you are subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. And look, tip of the cap to a lot of you guys. We got a lot of new subscribers on that video I dropped yesterday afternoon that seemed to make a lot of people mad until I looked at how many people decided to sub after I made that video. Bravo. Good job, folks. And I appreciate everybody that supported me in making those two videos over the last couple of days. Caitlin Clark lands new role in basketball during Indiana Fever offseason. You know, I don't know how much. There's no CBA right now. And this, of course, would run through, at least May, in theory. I don't know. We don't have any dates that stretch that far yet. I still think they're going to get the CBA done, folks. Caitlin Clark is surely eager to get back on the court and into the WNBA action again. Who is this? Robin Lundberg. Okay, shout out. Got a YouTube channel. Go subscribe. The Indiana Fever star 2025 season ended in July due to injury. 2026 campaign doesn't begin until May. That is, if there is a new CBA agreed upon before then. Again, I've told you guys, I've got the over-under on February 15th. I just have a feeling. That's just my gut feeling that when push comes to shove, again, I believe a lot of players on the back end of the players that would be on the back end of rosters are going to see all that new money and be like, you know what, we're crossing the line. We're crossing the line. We want to sign the deal. But that long wait doesn't mean Caitlin Clark has been away from the game. In fact, she notably suited up for USA Basketball Training Camp in December, has expressed her dedication for participating in all-team USA events with FIBA World Cup looming in September and qualifiers taking place in March. So she has and will get the needed reps before finally taking the floor again with the Fever. In the meantime, she will be keeping busy in another role, one still involving basketball. It was announced on Tuesday that Caitlin Clark will join NBC Sports to serve as a special contributor for its new Basketball Night in America program. Caitlin Clark will make her debut as a TV analyst on February 1st, preceding the Lakers versus Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, per a release from NBC. Wow. So this would be akin to, they have Sunday Night Football, and it starts with a pregame show called Football Night in America. I didn't know they were creating Basketball Night in America, but here we are. It will be Caitlin Clark's first time in an analyst-type role on TV. That's per Chloe Peterson. She will return to the broadcast table on March 9 for a game between Oklahoma City Thunder and the Knicks. Caitlin Clark joins Michael Jordan as a splashy acquisition for NBC and NBA coverage. Despite his limited role, simply having Jordan as part of the coverage created buzz NBC is surely hoping Caitlin Clark's involvement will do the same. Of course, Caitlin Clark is expected to offer unique insights in assuming the analyst role for the first time, and her basketball IQ cannot be questioned. So the transition will be a seamless one for the Indiana Fever's star point guard. NBC will also have WNBA coverage for the upcoming 2026 season, so Caitlin Clark will surely appear in more than just the games she's scheduled to provide commentary for. And ultimately, the real anticipation is around how she will look when she comes back to the floor at 100% healthy. Let's go over here. This is the official from NBC Sports, the press release. And it basically does say the same thing. However, Caitlin Clark is going to join the studio team of Maria Taylor. She also hosts Football Night in America with Chris Sims and Mike Florio, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy, and Jason Garrett. Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady for pregame commentary. So that's going to be really interesting. Quote, "I'm really excited to be part of Basketball Night in America crew this season," said Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is one of the most captivating players and dynamic scorers in basketball, said Sam Flood, executive producer of NBC Sports. We're excited to have Caitlin join Hall of Famers Melo, Vince, Tracy, and Reggie in New York for the launch of Sunday Night Basketball. So that's very interesting. By the way, you can watch these online at Peacock, on the Peacock app, which is NBC's official app out there, and I've got it because, well, there's some decent stuff on Peacock. There's movies, there's a couple of old series I watch on there, and WWE Saturday Night Main Event is on there. It used to be everything WWE was on there. And now, what's the other thing I watch on there? They show exclusive NFL games, like the Packers-Bears playoff game was exclusively on Peacock. So anyway, it's a pretty good app. I like it. This is interesting. You notice ESPN did not jump in. I don't see anything from USA Network on here. I mean, pretty safe to say they wasn't going to put her on a panel with Elle Duncan, I wouldn't think. Who knows? I mean, you never know with media outlets. NBC, I believe, owns USA Network, actually. But you see, this is going to be the flagship NBC basketball show. Just like Sunday Night Football, you've got, Sunday Night Basketball. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Needle mover. There you go. Let the haters hate, I guess. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.